How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Black Metal Rebellion. I'm your host, Jesse Morgan, and today I'm going to be doing another horror movies to either watch or avoid episode. This time taking a look at 5 movies and 1 series. The first one up is a movie called Exit Humanity. It is a really weird movie. Zombie genre, of course, as you can see here. I'm going to slipcase, whoopity-doo. But yeah, it's all right if you've got no other zombie movie to watch. It's a very kind of independent film, not really done by anyone too significant. I guess Anchor Bay put this out. I don't really see any other big things on this, but I'm just going to read you the synopsis. In the aftermath of the Civil War, an unexplained outbreak of the Walking Dead claims the life of Edward Young's wife, and his son has gone missing. This sets him off on a harrowing journey into the plagued countryside, facing off challenges not just from the ferocious undead, but also from the living. Will Edward find an exit to the grotesque caricature of what humanity has become? Who knows? But yeah, it's not the greatest. Apparently, it was a selection for the Toronto After Dark Film Festivals. So, knowing me, if it's anything to do with After Dark Horror Fest, I gotta get it. So we did, and it wasn't really that great. Like I said, it's kind of like an independent film. It tried to go back to like old Civil War, like it says, times, and there's not a lot of talking in it. There's not very much action in it, considering it's a zombie flick. You'd think it would have a little bit more intrigue in it. The interactivity with the other characters that the main character goes against isn't really that great. The only kind of main saving grace is that it actually has Bill Moseley in it. But his character is just kind of this kind of dickish general that doesn't know the war is over, and he's still trying to fight humans for some reason, even though there's a zombie outbreak. I'm going to give this probably 3.5 out of 10. It wasn't absolute garbage, but it was nowhere near super entertaining, and it felt like the movie just kind of went on and on and on. I don't know if there's a runtime here or not. Yeah, 114 minutes. It definitely did not need to be 114 minutes. It could have been 60 minutes and probably summed up this entire tale quicker and cut out a lot of boring parts. So, unless you're really big into stuff that's got Bill Moseley in it or After Dark Horror Fest, like a collector of that kind of stuff, I would avoid it. But yeah, not the greatest film. Exit Humanity, 3.5 out of 10. The next film I have on the list was something the wife is wanting to see really badly, because I know she was a big fan of the first original film. That is Flatliners, this time with Ellen Page, and a couple other people that really don't matter. Diego Luna, Nina Dobrev, and Kiersey Clemens. I think Kiersey Clemens is a slightly big name. I think there was a little guest cameo by Kiefer Sutherland in this as someone, I don't remember, but this was okay. I still find that the first one was probably better. Still holds up probably a lot better than this one does. But it was all right. Like if you like the first one, there's no reason why you shouldn't go check this one out and give it a shot. It has, the typical, like, they flatline themselves to see what like the other side is like, and to feel that adrenaline rush and kind of investigate further the sciences of the other world and beyond life kind of thing. It's all right, and it does what it sets out to do for the most part. There's some kind of slight jump scares, I guess, but there's nothing really horrific about this. It's not really a horror film. It's maybe like a suspense drama with some slight thriller elements into it. But yeah, I don't know. 5 out of 10. Wasn't really big on it, but it also wasn't garbage either. So if you like the original one, go check out the Flatliners remake with Ellen Page. Alright, the next thing is a series. We've got the complete series here. This is the Penny Dreadful complete series on DVD. Got it pretty cheap at Walmart. And we've been meaning to check it out for a while. The first Penny Dreadful thing that we're used to is the Penny Dreadful movie from the... Yeah, from the After Dark Horror Fest, that film. And then we saw this and we're like, oh, okay, well maybe we should check it out sometime. And it was pretty decent. It's got, like, Dracula in it. It's got Frankenstein. It's got Frankenstein's monster. It's got another creation of his called Prometheus. It's got Dorian Gray in it. If you've ever seen League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, you'll know who Dorian Gray is. There's also a film, I think, just called Dorian, based on the Dorian Gray character, which I actually wouldn't mind picking up sometime in the future, because it's an interesting story, how a guy is able to, like, transfer his aging abilities into a painting, so he doesn't actually age and he actually kind of lives forever, and you can't really kill him. You have to destroy the painting or show him the painting or something to undo the magic. Seems interesting enough. I really liked, like, the quick little tale they give of Dorian Gray and League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. But this is interesting, kind of 3 seasons stuffed into this kind of thick, you know, multiple layered CD page thing here. But yeah, it's a shame that it got cut off, because there's some actually really interesting parts in this. I would definitely recommend checking it out if you're into old school horror movies and kind of stuff like that. Because like I said, it does have Dracula in it. It does have Dorian Gray. It does have Dr. Frankenstein and the Frankenstein monster. It's set in, like, old Victorian London. Pretty neat stuff. I think there might also be, like, other, like, werewolf stuff in it. There might be a Jack the Ripper character in this. It's been a bit since we've watched this, but yeah, definitely give it a shot. Pretty interesting. Wish it had continued. Highly recommend it for anyone who's kind of, like I said, old school horror movie fan or into stuff like that. Kind of has a Sherlock Holmes type of feel, or a From Hell with Johnny Depp kind of feel to it a bit as well. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like 8.5 out of 10 for kind of a horror series that we never even expected to be that good. Check it out. Alright, back into the movies now. This is Jigsaw, the, I think, seventh film? Fuck, probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, this is the 8th film. My bad. This is the 8th film in the Saw series. Wasn't the best, but it also wasn't garbage. I really enjoyed some of the kills in here. The bucket scene is probably the least entertaining one. I don't know why they led with that so much in the trailers, but hey, whatever. Still really good. Kind of throws you for a loop when they show Tobin Bell's character, the Jigsaw character, actually, like, in this movie doing stuff and, like, planning out things and doing murder still. You're like, well, how the fuck is that happening when he died, like, 3 movies ago or whatever? But it's neat how they bring it around and show you how he's connected, and you're like, oh. So the twist is neat, if you even want to consider it a twist. Most of these Saw movies have some sort of twist in the story where you're kind of like, wait, I did not see that coming. Sweet. Or if you're going to be one of those self-indulgent pricks who like to claim they know what happens in the movies, be my guest. But for most of these, like, there's a twist that most people don't figure out. And there's a really, really cool special feature that wasn't on this DVD for some reason, but it was the I Speak for the Dead, The Legacy of Jigsaw 7-part documentary. So if you get this disc or this DVD that says it has that special feature on it, and it doesn't actually have it on the special features, go to YouTube. There is a link that shows all of the 7-part documentary parts, so you actually can still see it. For whatever reason, mine didn't have it, but hey, whatever. I'm pretty sure it still had the Choice Is Yours exploring the prop special feature, so that was nice at least. But yeah, good installment in the Jigsaw slash Saw series. I'm looking forward to the next 2 films they make. Hopefully they make another trilogy out of this. Always looking forward to seeing what unique kills they can come up with, unique traps, how more people are involved with the Jigsaw, Tobin Bell characters, storyline. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 5, 7 out of 10, maybe 7.5, depending on my mood. Still really good. Not the best, but still really good. Worth picking up if you're into the Saw series. It's like the modern kind of like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street kind of series. It's like a really long extended horror series for the modern horror fan. Alright, the next one is like a creature feature that came out a while ago. It just took me forever to get. This is Super 8, and it's really cool because it kind of has that feel that you get from watching Stranger Things, watching the new It movie. Has those kind of like coming of age story with the kids, how they view the world and what they're trying to accomplish, and how they interact with the other kids. So there's like awkward parts, there's really funny parts, there's kind of like tongue-in-cheek, weird tension kind of parts between the main characters and the girl in this and stuff like that. So it's pretty neat, it's very entertaining. But then on top of that, you get this like really weird creature part of the film, where the kids actually accidentally stumble upon this train wreck and something comes out of the carts, the parts of the train that hold the things. God damn it. Clearly need to get back into drinking more coffee, because I've been taking a break from coffee and drinking more teas, because that's how you get over a cold. No milk. You do not want to have milk in your tea when you're trying to get over a cold. Adding more mucus into your system? No. Anyways, I digress. This movie is really good. Really cool coming of age creature feature film. The ending's kind of neat. A little bit of heartfelt parts here and there. So if you're up for having some feels in your horror sci-fi movie, then definitely check this out if you have not already. It's been out for a long fucking time, so I'll be surprised if you haven't checked it out. But if you're an idiot like me and just have not checked it out for whatever reason, do it up. Recommend it highly. 8.5 out of 10. Really good film. Super 8. The next one, however, this is one of those things that just kind of you see on Netflix and you have nothing else to do and you're like, well, fuck, I'm going to just click on this and watch it because it looks neat and has some interesting imagery. But yeah, this is Rites of Spring, and it hooks you in because it's like Jeepers Creepers meets the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I guess if it's like a really indie B-C movie, quality of like acting and weird connectivity in the story, like there's 2, maybe 3 different parts of the story going on. You think it's one kind of story that's happening, where the serial killer is collecting women for whatever reason and then cutting off parts of them. I don't know why. It's a little bit of torture porn, but like bad B-movie torture porn, so it's not really the greatest. The acting just awful. And then it kind of turns over to this weird robbery heist. Yeah, I'm saying that right. Film where this client is tricking this person into having one of their family members hostage to get money from them, but then the family member's in on it, and you're like, what the fuck? And then somehow these 2 stories interconnect, and then the creature serial killer person that's been killing these women, it's even weirder. It's like there's a serial killer that's killing these women, and then he's trying to resurrect some sort of like goat demon creature thing that looks like a scarecrow. And then the heist movie part of the film kind of comes together in this one like shack farm thing, and then they're all in the same place, and then the creature comes and starts killing them all. Like it's it's very convoluted, and if I had a better budget and better actors, I think this could have been like a way better film. But with the lack of budget and the lack of good actors and the lack of proper storytelling, the the whole cool idea of this just kind of unravels into this like what the fuck am I watching mess. I'm gonna have to watch this again just to even like wrap my brain around what is actually happening and pay attention, because if you're not paying attention, it's gonna be even worse. But yeah, so I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 10, just because what the fuck is even happening in this? Some of the gore is interesting and kind of cool. Some of the kill scenes are kind of interesting and kind of cool, but that's about it. And the rest of the story, you're just kind of left to go, what the fuck is happening? Why is there a serial killer killing women, and how is that resurrecting this demon goat thing that looks like a scarecrow? And why are these people being kidnapped and being brought to the same place that this goat demon serial killer person whatever is capturing these people? Like, why is any of this correlating to itself or each other? What a clusterfuck this movie is. It's on Netflix, so if you want to go check it out and watch, and maybe you can tell me what I'm missing. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I just didn't get the connection, or I was too busy having my nose in my phone while I was watching. That's probably the case. But yeah, it did not make too much sense to me. The crossover stories, like all three stories, were just yeah, weird. Go watch it and let me know what you think. It's definitely worth watching to maybe kind of scratch your head at, pick your nose at, maybe fart a bit. I don't know, but it's really weird. Like I said, 4 out of 10, not the greatest. I think it would have been pulled together a little bit better though, with more money, better actors, and better screenwriter, storyteller. It just doesn't really work for me though. So that's it. Ending on a really funny bad note, but hey, they can't all be winners. Hope you enjoy this. I hope I steered you towards some good ones. I hope I've steered you away from some bad ones, and maybe kind of steered you toward and away this last one. Like the Rites of Spring is just really fucking weird. But yeah, nice little break from some punk stuff. But next update's probably gonna be some punk stuff. And then I'll try to do the black metal related video for you guys who come here for the black metal shit. And then I'll go back into maybe another horror one, and then end up this whole thing with the third punk update. So let me know what you thought. Let me know if you've seen any of these movies. Let me know if you agree with my ratings on any of them, whatever. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, share my content if you want to help the channel out at all. For glory, for the rebellion, Slammerell out.